Do you think you could survive a zombie apocalypse, where everything changes constantly and there's not an end in sight? You may not feel it, but every day, the Earth is changing. It just happens a lot more slowly. We may be taking millions of years, but since I have moved to one of the most amazing geological states from the flattened Midwest, I like to appreciate what lies in our backyard of Wyoming, the Yellowstone supervolcano. Today, we will explore how it came to be, how reactive it is, and what scientists do to understand volcanoes. This Yellowstone supervolcano has a long history, so what's really happening? It's brought us a lot. Spectacular geysers, boiling hot springs, and mud pots that have made Yellowstone famous owe their existence to the tremendous volcanic activities that have affected the region during the past 2 million years, according to Brantley in 1994. This supervolcano formed approximately 640,000 years ago when the most recent eruption ejected 1,000 cubic kilometers of material from wicks in 2006. So how does this get classified as a supervolcano? Well, any volcanic system that has produced a super eruption where at least 300 cubic kilometers of magma are supposed to be evacuated can be dubbed as a supervolcano, from Lowenstein in 2006. From the National Park Service in 2023, as a volcano erupted, a crater also formed, which is classified as a caldera that can have diameters of tens of miles. As we've discussed its large scale, it's important to understand its potential to be active. Now, this supervolcano may sound concerning only one state over, but the process is very slow moving. It's not a likely problem in our lifetime. This park hasn't blown its top in about 640,000 years. The annual chance of a super eruption in Yellowstone today remains about 1 in 700,000, according to Brin in 2015. The United States Geological Survey states that volcanoes do not work in predictable ways and their eruptions do not follow predictable schedules. Even so, the math doesn't work out for this volcano to be an overdue eruption. Not to mention, the Earth takes its time. Tectonic plates which agitate eruption more slowly, less than 1 centimeter to about 10 centimeters a year, which is about the speed of the fingernails grow, from Brantley in 1994. Volcanoes are created over approximately 10,000 to 500,000 years by thousands of eruptions from the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. Now that we've seen its massive impact and how it's changed, though it's an old wonder, research on the volcano continues. Research is conducted as scientists look into seismographic detection of the earthquake and tremor that almost always precede eruptions. So as it's shaking, you can get a lot of measurements. These precise measurements of ground deformation, specifically, according to the Smithsonian Global Volcanism Program in 2023. In recent years, 100 times more effective are the use of the thin fiber optic cable that try to pick up volcanic tremors from Whitaker in 2023. Research has provided a lot of insight. Volcanologists, who have been measuring this activity since 1923, say the ground rose about 25 centimeters, or 9.8 inches, between 2004 and 2009, according to National Geographic. Recently, scientists have also recognized volcanic unrest at 2 calderas in the United States, Long Valley Caldera in eastern California, and Yellowstone Caldera in Yellowstone National Park, from Brantley in 1994. The Yellowstone supervolcano has a long-standing history with large impacts. While unlikely to erupt, scientists keep a close eye on the slow-paced change. The very ground we walk on is always moving, so with the right understanding, it is possible to see in daily life. Try to visit Yellowstone National Park. It might be the closest we get to these ancient giants.